Welcome back to Game Over, guys. On the last episode, we interrogated a giraffe and I swam through a fountain.
Rigged coins!
Thank you, Sparrowson. We shall continue asking some questions of Baron Rorgoy.
Please ask away. I have nothing to hide.
Oops. We met the housemaid, Gillian de O.
She's a curious young lady, isn't she?
Oui. She was more than willing to help us with our investigation.
I'm glad to hear it. Did you want to ask something else?
So nice of you not to rat her out! You know, for stealing the silverware! The Baron's silverware, you remember?
Sparrowson, we agreed not to talk about this. Not in front of the lion.
Oh!
Baron Rorgoy, I would like to ask you about your activities the night of the murder.
Oh ho! Am I in trouble?
No, nothing like that. We are just gathering the full picture.
I see. Well, let me think. The guests arrive at 5 o'clock and we all sat down for dinner in this very hall at 6. That part went magnificently. The photographer arrived at 7 o'clock, but it wasn't until 7:30 that we had a picture taken.
Oh, ghastly waste of time.
My housemaid discovered the crime scene soon after that.
Gifroir.
Is there something else I can help you, mistress, with?
I should go. I think that will be all, Baron. Thank you very much for your time.
It was a pleasure. Have a beautiful, delightful day, messieurs. Get out.
Did you get all the information you needed, Falcon?
I hope so.
Don't worry! If everything goes wrong in the trial, we can always just wing it!
Terrible. Just terrible. Let's head back to the office and get some rest.
Wing it! Wing it! You get it?
I got it.
Because we're birds!
Onto the studio di Rubinio.
So this is the studio of the famous photographer. Shall we knock?
Wait! There's a note on the door! Ahem! The magnificent and marvelous artist, Monsieur Robito di Robinho, is currently out on an artistic expedition. He shall return when his muse sees fit.
When his muse sees fit? What does that even mean?
I think it means that he has a pretentious bird brain.
Oh!
But in any case, the artist seems to be out. What shall we do now?
We should knock anyway.
Alright! I don't see the harm.
We should go. Oh! Must be going.
Knock again! Nope! He doesn't look like he's in, Falcon! We should break in! Do you have a rock? Otherwise known as the universal key?
JJ is not like this. There's nothing else to do. Let's make a move.
Ugh! I hate feeling like a wasted trip. Is there really nothing else we can do? I'm telling you, there's rocks everywhere. Literally on the floor.
We can't just ignore and note sparrows.
If you say so.
We'll just have to come back later if there's still time.
Right. Oh look, a brick.
We did it.
Palais de Justice.
We must respect the note.
Falcon and Sparrowson stand inside the marble portico of the Palais de Justice, awaiting the opening of the tribunal, the grand instance.
Are you nervous, Falcon? Do you need a moment of silence?
Nope. We've got this case in the bag. Look at my feathers, see? Totally unruffled.
Wow! Well, at least one of us is feeling confident.
Don't talk shit.
Monsieur Falcon, Petit Sparrowson.
I'm not petite.
Is there anything else you need me to do?
No. We've got the Nanderland things.
Falcon was just telling me how confident he was feeling about the case.
That's wonderful. I just know you two will pull through.
Let's move along, fellas!
You're not gonna have any voice after this.
Good, I have work tomorrow.
Come on, Caroline.
I'll be watching from inside. Do your best for me, Mr. Falco.
We will! Are we ready?
Oui. We are ready. Nous sommes prêts. Look at that bunny.
Oh, hey.
Alright, settle down, everyone. Settle down. Is everybody here? GG Falcon présente. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Dan?
Rupert Rabington, present. Ready is the prosecution, Your Honor. Oh, darn, that's not it. Oh, gosh, where are my notes? Ha! I knew it!
Knew what?
Rupert and I went to Paris Law School together. He was in all of my classes.
Oh. Was he smart?
No! He always scored the second worst marks in class. I can only assume that he bumbled through the final exams on the luck of his 2 rabbit's feet.
Who scored worse than Sparrow's son?
Unless he's improved considerably. You might already have this trial in the bag.
That's good to know, but Sparrow's son, if Rupert scored the second lowest marks in the class, we scored the lowest.
This is something we don't talk about now. I choose to exercise my right to not self-incriminate. There it is. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The jury all present.
I'll present the count for Your Honor. Hey, Falcon! There are only 6 members of the jury for cases like this. Why do I count 8?
What the fuck is this one?
It's a seal.
Sleeping.
Oh, I like this guy. With his cane and his long neck. The stupid defendants are assesseurs, the associate judges. Everything seems to be in order. Let us begin. The court is now in session for the trial of Dame Cataline de Miao. Prosecution, please call your first witness to the stand.
Oh gosh, are we there already? Okay, I choose to call the officer in charge of the murder investigation, Inspector
Valerity,
to the witness stand.
Inspector Valerity, please approach the stand and recite the oath.
As you will, Your Honor. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Inspector, please state your name and occupation for the record.
My name is Inspector Just Voletti. I am a servant of the law, a scourge of the gutter rats that plague this city.
Wow, that's awfully dramatic.
I have enforced the law for over 20 years, and I shall continue until I bring the infamous Viridian Killer to justice.
Oh wow, you've given him a name and everything already.
Yes. My path begins 18 years ago.
Let's stick to the questions, Inspector.
Of course, Your Honor.
Oh great! I was hoping we'd have one of those bumbling, cuddly officers, but instead we're stuck with this lawful goody two-shoes, just like you.
Me.
I bet this guy would turn his own mother in if he saw her littering. So, Inspector, is it true that you're the lead investigator on this case?
That is correct. I was also among the first to arrive at the scene of the crime.
Then perhaps you can walk us through what you witnessed upon your arrival.
Absolutely. Just after 7:30, we were alerted and brought to the scene by the housemaid of Baron Rodgoy. At the scene of the crime, we found Dame Cataline de Miao. She was standing over the corpse of Monsieur Grenouille, with his blood on her paws.
Well, that sounds like an open and shut case, in my humble opinion. No, no more questions, Your Honor.
Bloodied paws? Nobody told me this.
Keep it together, Falcon! You're about to be given the opportunity to cross-examine the witness. That's an opportunity to find flaws in the investor's testimony, not claws like I almost said.
Of course, I know this. You may begin your cross-examination, Monsieur Falcon. Go on, narrate.
Cross-examine the witness to find flaws in the testimony. Select a key phrase that you find suspicious, and Falcon will press the witness for information. Ask the right questions to bring the truth to light. Avoid pressing for pointless details. The jury don't like having their time wasted. Select a statement to question.
The scene of the crime, the housemaid, the sliced open corpse, the blood on the... we are curious about this. Inspector, you said Dame Cataline had blood on her paws.
Correct. Blood clung to her fur, like guilt to a convict.
How much blood was there on the lady's paws, Inspector?
Enough for it to be clear that she had dirtied her hands on the victim's body. We noticed blood under the suspect's nails, around her fingertips, and even a little around her mouth.
Her mouth? How vile!
The inspector's answer seems pretty definitive.
Do you have another question about the blood on Dame Cataline's paws?
Whose blood was it?
Ha! What a question! It was Monsieur Grenouille's, of course.
How can you be so sure?
I object. This line of questioning is absurd. There was only one murder victim that night, Falcon. The blood on Dame Cataline's paws could have only belonged to one person, and Monsieur Grenouille. Judge, Falcon's trying to delay the trial by asking pointless questions.
I'm afraid the prosecution has a point, Monsieur Falcon. Do you have any reason to suspect that the blood belonged to someone other than Monsieur Grenouille? The steak. Aha! I do. I do, Your Honor. Actually, I have more than suspicion. I have evidence that the blood on Dame Cataline's paws had nothing to do with the murder.
This is foolish and time-wasting, Falcon. If the blood on Dame Cataline's paws didn't come from the victim, then where did it come from?
Objection! On the evening of the murder, Dame Cataline ate a bloody well steak! Ow! Is this... Ow.
Is this true, Monsieur Rabbington?
Thank you, Brian.
In a matter of speaking, I suppose steak may have been on the menu.
Then, Inspector, would you acknowledge the possibility of the blood on the lady's paws did not belong to the victim, but to the steak?
Well...
Don't answer that, Inspector.
Excuse me, I'm cross-examining him.
It is a possibility.
No. No.
Dan, you want to try that again?
No. No.
Come on, Brian.
No.
You gain a little favor with the jury.
So, Inspector Voletti, is it possible that you arrested an innocent bystander simply for being a messy eater?
Now, hold on just 1 minute, Falcon. You're overlooking something quite crucial. Dame Cataline is an elegant bourgeois kitten. She was no doubt brought up with flawless etiquette and perfect table manners. At the banquet, she would have eaten with the steak and the fork in her left hand and a knife in her right, like any proper civilized animal.
Oh, unfortunately, there is silverware missing.
How could she have possibly gotten blood on her paws with such good manners? That's just stupid, like you.
Wow, Wabbington. That was fucking harsh. That is a good question. Or at least it would be at any ordinary dinner banquet.
Baguette.
A party.
Dinner baguette.
But as it happens, something was missing from that particular banquet. something that forced Dame Cataline to eat with her.
Boom.
Objection! Hold it! Dame Cataline was forced to eat steak with her paws because the silverware dazzled was previously stolen!
Is it stolen? I don't recall any mention of that in the police report.
We weren't aware of anything missing from the Rorgoy residence when we performed the initial investigation. But as it happened, Baron Rorgoy approached us with this very subject last night.
Ah,
Innocent.
What a twist!
I'm starting to wish that the blood on their paws was yours, Falcon.
What is the meaning of all this? Bloody steak? Misplaced silverware? Inspector, was your investigation so lax that you overlooked these basic facts in your initial report?
What? My investigation? Judge! I assure you, I am the most thorough investigative officer on the force.
Then it is amazing that the Parisian police managed to solve any crimes at all. Wow.
Oh dear.
Be on your way, Inspector. Perhaps a little inspecting of your own for your next case or whatever.
Get out!
Fine, so be it, messieurs, until next time. Bilbo back.
Prosecutor, I trust your next witness is ready.
Yes, of course, Your Honor. I call upon, let's see, Monsieur Robito Robinho, the photographer who attended the banquet on the night of the murder.
And next time on Game Over, guys, we're gonna cross-examine him.
Robidio.
Robidio.
Yeah.
The mysteriously missing photographer.
His muse said it was okay to come back.